Who's frozen?
I know. I'm like, are we live?
Are we not? How are you guys? It's Wednesday.
What's up? Can you tell Miss Shelly is back? I'm so happy. She has been gone for a week.
Frozen.
I'm praying we're not frozen. I don't know if we're frozen or not frozen, but Shelly has been gone to Florida. She has promised to leave it intact for me because I leave Friday.
I know. Now I'm like, man, I know how it feels. Oh, man.
The last What's Up Wednesday, Shelly was pretty checked out that day. She's like, she's thinking of all the things she needs to pack. Well, guess who's there today?
Yeah, Holly's definitely been there today.
Girl,
I'm trying to keep her focused, but
I'm trying.
it's so hard because it's so nice to be away. But I will tell you, it is also nice to get back in a routine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Workout routine.
Works out.
Yeah, my healing. Anyway, so yes, Holly's gonna be gone. I will be in her place the next however many gazillion days.
Aww. I know. I feel like mine's longer because I'm taking one extra day off than her, and I feel guilty. I feel guilty.
Oh,
and then the way my days off fall, I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays, so like she had to come back.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice for you to have a little bit of that, because I'm telling you, my stuff's still in the suitcase. So.
Oh, girl, I got to unpack the minute I get home. What's wrong with me?
Well, I'm doing everything, but I just couldn't get to our tube anyway. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother.
It's laundry for days. Well, y'all, we have a contest alert. We are really excited. You guys know what's coming, right? We're going to do this a little bit different this year, but...
Yeah, we're still excited. It's one of our favorite contests, but I have to tell you, in the past, we've gotten a little bit carried away and a little bit over budget, so.
That means we are in trouble.
Yeah. So we are talking about our back to school shopping spree, which we usually go with who have the winner, but again, we
are suckers. We see those sweet little eyes and those sweet little faces, and we're like, of course you can have the most expensive Sharpie 28.
Yeah, get two. Right, what do you need two?
You need a backpack for spring and fall. Like, color coordinate. We don't care.
No, it was fun.
We did go a little over budget, so Shelly and I are still planning on shopping, but this time we are going to, what we want you to do is like, comment, and share, and you're going to comment what your favorite school supply is. And if anybody knows Shelly, we finally got her favorite school supply that she did not get as a child.
Trapper Keeper!
Busted out shell!
Trapper Keeper!
That was a Holly gift. I love her. I had to get her a Trapper Keeper. Life just isn't the same until you've been old school.
I don't think you guys really realize that I wanted a Trapper Keeper and never got one.
I still feel like she needed the kitty cat one, though, just to be real.
I keep it on my desk at all times.
She keeps her Trapper Keeper on her desk. I love
Trapper
it.
Keeper.
That's right. So the winner, you guys, you're going to like, comment, and share. We're going to choose the winner the Wednesday when I come back. So that is going to be the 29th of July. So in the interim, we're going to want you to like, comment your favorite back to school item, and share. And then when we do select the winner, if you're selected, we can only select one, we're going to ask you to send your school supply list, and then Shelly and I are going to go live and shop for those items.
Yes.
So we're going to want to know favorite colors and that sort of thing. We're going to make it fun, but we can't take little people with us this year. Even, COVID, all those good things, plus, they want us to stay on task and budget, so we get it, but...
we did have fun.
Yes, we did.
We might have gotten ourselves a couple things too.
Yeah, slap bracelets.
Oh,
we can measure whatever we need to now with those bracelets, though. So just know that. But so today, you guys, we do have important things to talk about. The closing process. We're asked all the time about what is closing and who pays what and what goes on at closing. So today we kind of wanted to go over what happens both behind the scenes and before you close on your home and what it entails.
Yeah, well, we have the person behind the scenes we like to call Oz, which her name is Terry. She does so much behind the scenes, guys, that it is crazy. I can't imagine having to do our jobs plus her job. So thank goodness we have Terry. She is in constant contact with your lender way before this close date gets here. Terry has been in contact with your lender. She's gotten them all the documents that they will need, and again, just staying on top of of things with each lender. And so with that being said, there's kind of a process that kind of happens at the end that, like you said, nobody really knows exactly what happens at closing, but there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle that obviously we never really even talk about. So that's why we're doing this video.
Right. I mean, people don't realize all the things that have to happen in closing. And meanwhile, like your lender is calling you asking for hair and blood samples, it feels like, but they're asking for bank statements, W-2s. They're verifying your employment again because that's what's required in truth in lending. So there are several things that go on behind the scenes. So what we want to tell you what happens during the closing process. The first thing that happens is it goes to what's called underwriting verification. Underwriting verification realistically is basically where they take your file and they're closing it out. Yep. They're making sure that everything, all the documents are signed by all parties, everything is legally binding, everything is put forth. And then your lender may require several different things. So every loan product has different underwriting verification processes to it. Yep. So that can take a little bit of time. So typically 45 days before you close, you're going to start being asked for all additional documentation and that sort of thing so they can get your underwriting verification started. And then second, final appraisal.
Final appraisal. I actually had this question come up a couple days ago from one of our buyers that's closing in a couple weeks. So there's an initial appraisal. With new construction, you're going to have two appraisals. You're going to have the initial appraisal where the lender will send the lender or the appraiser out just to kind of get things started and rolling. But then there's that final appraisal that has to be done when everything's 100% complete. So that appraiser will come out, do the final appraisal, and get that over to the lender just a few days before closing.
Right. And the nice thing with that final appraisal is that just lets your lender know that the house is worth what you are borrowing for that total. Then once they get that final appraisal back, they're going to do title search. That's to protect your investment. It's to make sure that any of the builder or custom builder you are working with has no liens on the property and that the title is clean. The land is owned free and clear and that it can be turned and transferred over into your name. So clean title search typically is very simple. Part of your closing proceeds in your buyer paid closing costs are title insurance, and it's just to make sure and protect you in the event that something pops up.
Absolutely. And just kind of, this is a good note that a lot of people don't realize that 24 hours prior to you closing, the lender's going to call you with your final figures. Once you have those final figures and you got to go to the bank, it's required that it be a certified check from your bank. So you can't just write a personal check or anything like that. And a lot of people, I have a lot of people who just have no clue about that. So again, it has to be a certified check, and you typically get those numbers about 24 hours from closing, so not a lot of time.
Right, that's your final HUD statement, which we'll definitely talk about in a second too. She's absolutely right. People call and they're like, wait a minute, I can't write a personal check?
Right.
You can cancel a personal check, but you can't evict a buyer.
Exactly.
The last thing before your walkthrough and closing that they're going to do is your survey. The survey is just to make sure that there are no encroachments on the ground, and they're going to stake it. If you're borrowing money in the state of Missouri, Truth in Lending requires you to now have a boundary and improvement location survey, aka a stake survey, which is also usable later on if you go to put up a fence, deck, that sort of thing. And it's going to show you your plot plan, how your house sits on your home site, and then where your property boundary lines are. It's recorded at the courthouse, so if you ever lose it, and everybody does, then you can go to the courthouse and apply for a copy of that too.
And I have a lot of buyers that ask me when that gets done, and the final survey is not, or the survey is not done until all the flat work's done. So you have to have all your patios and all that stuff has to be in, and then the survey company comes out to do that, to do your survey.
Then the final step is you do a walkthrough with your warranty corporation. It's a third party with us called Pro Homes. Every builder is different. Some builders will walk through with you themselves. We like a third party to take a look at it because it's just another set of eyes. So they're going to do your walkthrough, and then you go to closing to the title company where you sign your life away. You sign all of your documents that put that into your possession and make it your home and get your keys. And meanwhile, behind the scenes, we are making sure that if there was anything on your walkthrough list that did not meet your specification, that it's being taken care of, whether it be like a scuff in the wall or, a touch-up of paint, that sort of thing. So the last thing we want to talk about really quickly, and we'll break this down as fast as possible, are closing costs. A lot of people come in and they're unaware that they're going to have to come out of pocket with anything other than down payment. And you do have to pay closing costs. In new homes versus buying a used home, sometimes in a used home, you can have the seller pay your closing cost. Same thing with a new home. It's not as common nowadays with the lending or with the sellers, just because it is, again, a seller's market. But there are different fees. So the seller pays a certain set of fees and the buyer pays a certain set of fees. So I'll let Shelly tell you what you pay.
What do we, so you're going to be paying for your, here we go, sorry, up here. We have this all listed out because I can't remember anything.
It's not Monday.
And I just got back from vacation. Your prepaid, so that's your tax, your insurance, those are going to be paid up front. The title, lender fees, your survey, to get the title recorded, all those things are all bundled up for your closing. I can't even talk today.
And then the seller is going to pay something very similar, only on our end. We're paying to transfer the title to you. We're paying any real estate fees if there are any real estate professionals involved.
Yeah.
Title closing fees and just any type of warranties. We have to pay for warranties and that sort of thing and get those enacted. So that is the difference, you guys. That is a lot of information in a little bit of time.
Yep.
But we have a gazillion things to do today. So that is a very common question we get asked. So we thought we'd bring it to you today. So don't forget to enter our contest, y'all. I'll be gone, so I won't be able to holler at you to keep entering.
I'm going to keep on you.
This is one of our most popular contests. We have no doubt that you guys, if you don't need something specifically and you want to tag somebody and nominate them, that is absolutely okay.
Absolutely.
We'll shop for
school supplies, they get up there.
Yeah, it can be college, it can be school age. We are not biased.
Yeah.
We will school supply shop our tails off. So we do have a budget, and we'll let you know what that is too when we pick our winner. So thanks you all for tuning in today. I will see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, take care. See ya, bye.